Nothing beats waking up on the river marsh. I don't live there, I'm out there enough, meaning the deer don't expect when I'm there. You wake up, look outside the screen porch, and you just see some deer run across the river marsh. It is fantabulous. I absolutely love it. Well, after a couple strong cups of hot coffee, we jumped in the mud boat. We took off on down to another little spot on the river marsh I knew that held some rabbits. It's a brand new day. I just stepped outside the boat here, let the dog out. She's already been on one. I didn't have the camera one rolling, but that rabbit just went right in front of my feet and right down out there into the marsh. You know, it always happens. The camera's not rolling and the good stuff happens. But it's all good. It's a beautiful day. Right now, I mean, it's gonna be probably lower 70s. We got a little bit of a wind, but she's already got scent going on, so it's gonna be better than it was last night. She jumped like a Jack Russell. What a goober rabbit dog. Well, I'll tell you what, Audrey was ready. That tail was wagging, those little black and white spots on her were getting ready to go. That dog is so much fun. Audrey! Over here. Well, the hunting conditions were much better today. We had some sun. The ground had dried up a little bit from the morning sun hitting it and drying it up, which kind of gave my dog a better opportunity to get on some rabbits, get that nose working, and push some towards us. Oh, there's one! Oh, right behind it. I love it. I don't even care if I hit him. My dog's having a blast, and I'm shooting rounds. I'm kicking up some mud all over the swamp. I love it. Let's go find it.
That's a big one. Get it, Matt. Matt, you missed it. Reload it. You hit it, but...
Otter, yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, yeah. That's marsh bunnies. Otter, 8 more of these. 8 more, girl. That's a dead swamp rabbit. Atta girl. Good girl. Come here, girl. Come on. You know, I gotta tell you, my dog may not be the true rabbit beagle dog, but man, we have a good time. I personally think it's so important to get outdoors, bring a kid, bring a dog. I mean, it's so much fun just watching her run. I mean, it's just so cool. And you know, a time or two, she'll get in there and she'll find them, she'll put her mouth on them, pin them down until I get there. And most of the time, she's just spooking them up and running them like crazy for me. She's a good dog. And of course, I always give her a little reward when we're done doing that, girl. That's a pretty one. Real pretty one. I think Audrey thinks so too. All right, well, there's more out there, girl. Let's go get them. Yeah, I mentioned it before and I'll say it again. Old Audrey, she may not be the best rabbit dog, but you know what? She'll kick him out of those little areas for me. And I'll tell you, hunting with her, and anyone knows as a dog owner, is truly a pleasure every time you go. I would go out in one day and I would hunt with her, and I'll tell you, I may not even pull the trigger, but I just love watching her run. Get it, girl. It's kind of like a retriever. Check it out. Good girl. Bring it here. Come on. There we go. Another one down. I'll tell you what, this one's purdy too. Real purdy. These suckers right here are some of the Florida swampland's best eating other than some big old bass. But, you know, right there is a fine example of giving it one shot and having a dog just jump right on and get it for you. She spooked it up around a hedge, and she's already out there working for more. But I'll tell you, that is so cool seeing my dog go up there and grab them like that. It assists me on finishing it off. Another good one for the grill. I'm pretty pleased. You know, we killed 3 today, and you know, the great thing about it is just knowing they're out here. And this is my own little piece of private property, so I enjoy coming out here. And I don't really want to kill them all because I have so much fun with my dog running them. And honestly, I mean, 3 rabbits, golly, that'll feed 3 people easy. So it's all about having a good time in the woods and taking home some nice game and putting meat on the table. Good times. The real neat thing about owning a little piece of the swamp river marsh is there's a lot of ecological changes. What I mean by that is different growth happens every year. The water shifts, levels go up, goes down, brings different food source for the animals and the deer and the dove and the quail and the snipe. I mean, it's heaven out there. During the winter months, the water drops dramatically. Of course, again, producing great waterfowl and snipe habitat. Now this particular time of year, it had gotten very cold along the river. What happens when it gets cold? We have some major fish kills. Down here on the St. Johns River, typically there's a lot of tilapia and catfish, and a lot of speck and bass, of course. Well, right alongside the river now we got a ton of dead carcasses. Why? The freeze. We had a really cold couple weeks of cold weather. The snap brought the water temperature down to a point where the larger tilapia couldn't live. And when we had, all along the riverbank, we had dead fish everywhere. So we got a lot of these buzzards that are flying around right now. And these buzzards are eating up all the leftovers and all that. And earlier I'd be coming up and down the river, and there'd be, I don't know, probably 50 vultures all lining the river and just eating all the fish up. But I will tell you one thing, we put on the bow of the boat a lot of half-living tilapia that were along the river's edge one morning. We were out duck hunting. We came back and we had a real bad duck hunt, but I'll tell you what, we brought home more tilapia that we could even put in the freezer. But I guess that's a little benefit you have getting out on the river even when it's cold down here in Florida. We had a real good hunt, and old Mike, he was good behind the camera. Every time I go out on the river marsh with that dog Audrey, it just is so much fun. Whether we're killing 3, 6, 8, a limit, whatever the case might be, of birds, quail, snipe, and even these swamp rabbits, every time we go out, it's a true pleasure. I love seeing that dog work. She and I have had some really good hunts this year, and I'm looking forward to when that weather drops a little bit. We'll be right back out doing it again.